Dairy is on track to open its new Tyler expansion early next year.
And KLTV7's Michael Richardson took a tour. He takes us inside the nearly 100,000 square foot addition, which is expected to add dozens of jobs to East Texas.
In Tyler, a bigger facility is taking shape, expected to bring with it dozens of new jobs.
As the state of Texas continues to grow, we are getting prepared for that, and we expect to grow with them.
East Texas Hiland Dairy General Manager Barry Beeman says their Tyler plant expansion is 70% complete. With the extra 96,000 square feet, the company is adding automated packaging technology, 4 new silos, and a storage area.
Right now, we don't have any storage except for trailers. Now we can get ahead.
Construction continues over a year after Hiland Dairy held a groundbreaking ceremony for the expansion, which Beeman says will allow them to quadruple their output to over 1 million gallons of milk per week.
We'll be able to better serve our customers, be more efficient, faster with deliveries, with everything that's been invested in Tyler.
Plant manager Patrick Moore talks the greatest challenge with the expansion.
The process of running the current facility while we're operating and expanding here at the same time.
Beeman says the expanded facility will bring 80 jobs to the area and cost over $100 million. Michael Richardson, KLTV7 News.
Hiland Dairy is planning to hold a grand opening for the expansion that will be in April.